You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans. Today, I want to talk about some of the messy plots on the CBS soap right now that have viewers ready to fast forward or tune out or both. Stuff with Victor, Summer, Martin, and more. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about the 5 worst storylines going on at the moment. But if you're not already following us, please click that subscribe button. Despite the mediocre and repetitive material that we are watching, in case you didn't know it, Y&R recently won the WGA Writing Award for Daytime Drama. It seems hard to imagine, but I dug into the judging because I was curious how it worked because it seemed crazy that they would win this award. So the judging is done by other writers in the guild, and they only judge based on certain scenes that are submitted rather than the totality of them actually watching the soap operas like soap fans do. So they submitted Jack's intervention with the pills and stuff to get Nikki to rehab, which was good stuff, and Sharon hallucinating Cameron Kirsten, which started out pretty good. So I can see that. And just to give you some perspective, the 4 years before that, Days of Our Lives won the award 4 years straight. And Ron Carlivati's writing over on Days is so cheesy that sometimes it feels like you're watching a soap parody skit on SNL. That being said, I love Days, I love Y&R, I love all my soaps, but we're going to talk about 5 plots that really need improving on Y&R. First off is this mindless Allan Martin mess. This feels like some fever dream the writers pulled out of their backsides for no apparent reason. Sharon was kidnapped by Cameron, then she was kidnapped by Jordan, and then kidnapped by fake Alan, with Phyllis thrown in the mix as a bonus, and poor Tracy's fallen for the guy. And the premise is just wonky from the start because we're supposed to believe that this is Martin who fell off the balcony in Paris with Alan but survived. The guys went over the railing wearing 2 different outfits. So how could they fall? And then Martin slips into his dead twin's clothes and runs back up. It's sloppy and unmanageable as a premise from the start. This week, Alan admitted he is Martin and was arrested. And if that's the end of it, that is one of the lamest ways to end a storyline. They better have him break out of prison and go on some kind of killing spree. Some last hurrah. Otherwise, it is the most lackluster beginning and end to a storyline ever. Plus, it was just random for him to target Sharon and Phyllis. It's poorly written all around. And of course, now we have a devastated Tracy who deserves better, and fans who deserve better as well. The second thing I have issue with is Victor's endless anti-Abbott vendetta. His grudge against Jack is everlasting, and it's just so tired at this point. And now it's not just about Jack or Billy Boy, but also we got Kyle in the mix now. And as you know, Victor's feud with Jack has been going on for literally decades. But right now, Victor is doubling down because he's salty about the night of debauchery when Jack saved Nikki by downing pills to scare Nikki into rehab. That's a whole year ago. Crazy. It was an extreme tactic, but it worked. And the entire Newman family, including Nikki, thinks Jack is a hero. All except Victor. It made him hate Jack even more because I think Jack helped Nikki when Victor couldn't get through. Victor didn't even try. Victor still had the bar cart in the house fully stocked when Nikki came back after the vodka IV. Terrible husbanding. But here we are again with Victor targeting Jabot, trying to take down Jack, trying to split up Kyle and Claire, and just making everybody's lives miserable. Michael doesn't like this vendetta, neither does Lauren, Nikki, or any of Victor's kids. And by the way, fans don't like it either. I'm not sure who told Josh Griffith that doing this plot for the 39th time was a bright idea, but it's not. Let's end it soon. All right, the third problematic plot is mystery man Aristotle Duma. They've been talking about this guy for so long, so long, to the extent that viewers are already tired of Dumas before we've ever seen the guy. We've lost interest. The name is dumb. The endless literary references are like sitting in a 101 college lit class. We watch soaps for intrigue and romance, not cheesy references to a crusty book from the 1800s. It's a good book, but it's a crusty book. This is not what we want for our daytime drama, you know? Unless Dumas is going to come to town, destroy Victor, bang Phyllis into a better attitude, and slap Billy straight, nobody cares. At this point, and after all this buildup, this Dumas storyline needs to be huge and well written and not the usual humdrum, and I doubt that it's going to be. After all this anticipation, it's probably going to fall flat. I mean, I hope it doesn't, as again, I love my soaps, but whether it's Tucker or that other insane rumor that I don't think holds water, Kane Ashby, or the new role for Billy Flynn, they've already beaten this Dumas thing into the ground. I won't say it's a Dumas plot, but you know, you get what I'm saying. The fourth plot to talk about is just a hot mess. Anything and everything to do with Summer. If she's in a plot, it's a problem. The pouting, the petulance, the whiny stuff about Kyle choosing Claire over her. Let's be clear. Kyle dumped Summer for lying about Phyllis's fake death. Then Kyle ran and banged Audra for a few months. And then later, he began dating Claire. With Summer's fixation on a man who doesn't want her and her entitled attitude, she is behaving like Phyllis Jr. Beyond irritating, Chance is lucky to be free of her. I even liked the version of Summer better when she made a bet with Kyle back in the Hunter King days and then did her mom dirty by boinking Billy right before he went to rehab. That was still a better Summer. Her interest in Kyle is just aggravating to fans. It's aggravating to Kyle. Claire didn't steal him. Summer screwed up and lost him. Let's ship her back to Italy or find her a new man to get under so she can get over Kyle, because most fans are over Summer. The last plot to discuss that's bothering fans is actually kind of a catch-all. Number 5 on our list of bad stuff on YR right now is some romantic pairings that are just not working. Young and the Restless reuniting Chelsea and Adam feels forced and like they just kind of fell back onto each other for lack of anything else. Poor Sally's playing a fool's game with Billy, who is useless and will inevitably betray her. Just throw him at Phyllis, call it done. Nick's been loveless for 2 years? One of YNR's hottest hunks just friend-zoned Sharon, and he hasn't had a date in a millennia. Either put Nick back with Sally, or why have him reject Sharon? Surely they're not going to plague him with Phyllis again. Chance is at loose ends. They could toss him back to Sharon, or go wild, put her with Daniel, because that would torment Phyllis. And while they're at it, put Audra in a throuple with Nate and Holden. At least that would be something new and fresh and hot. Beyond the Gates, by the way, has a throuple going on with Chelsea dating a married couple, so why not? And as for Tracy, oh my goodness, why would Josh Griffith torment the nicest character in Genoa City with a postmenopausal failed romance with a psycho doppelganger? You know who's worse than fake Allan Martin? Josh Griffith. I'm not sure how he has held onto the head writer job for so long at YNR. I do give him credit. He's still better than Mal Young, who tried his darndest to ruin Young and the Restless completely. But come on, let's do better.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.